Have you ever pondered why millions of Muslims worldwide observe a month of fasting? This question might have crossed your mind, especially during the lunar month of Ramadan, when the bustling day-to-day life of countless individuals takes a unique turn. You see, Ramadan is not just any month. It's the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar and holds great significance for Muslims around the globe. It's a time of self-reflection, a time of spiritual growth, and a time to connect with the community in a profound way. But before we delve into the mystic allure of Ramadan, let's take a step back and see the bigger picture. Imagine, if you will, a global phenomenon that stretches from the bustling streets of Jakarta to the serene landscapes of Istanbul, from the vibrant cityscape of Lagos to the sprawling metropolis of New York. This phenomenon is the observance of Ramadan, a time when Muslims, regardless of their geographical location, come together in a harmonious symphony of faith and devotion. In these 4 weeks, the world witnesses a unique spectacle of unity and harmony. The rhythm of daily life changes, the nights become alive with prayer, and the days are marked by an observance of fast, a voluntary abstention from food and drink from dawn till sunset. But Ramadan is not just about fasting, it is about much more. Ramadan is a spiritual journey, a month-long retreat for the soul. It's a time when Muslims seek to cleanse their minds and hearts, to renew their commitment to their faith, and to strengthen their bonds with their communities. It's a time for spiritual introspection and communal celebration, a time to ask for forgiveness and to forgive, a time to give generously and to appreciate the blessings of life. So, to understand the essence of Ramadan, we must delve into its significance and practices. It's a journey that invites us to look beyond the physical act of fasting, into the heart of a tradition that has been carried forward for more than 14 centuries. It's a journey that invites us to explore the enigma of Ramadan. In the heart of Islam, Ramadan holds a position of paramount importance. Why, you may ask? Well, it's not just about fasting from dawn until dusk. Ramadan carries a spiritual significance that transcends the physical act of refraining from food and drink. It is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar and is considered the holiest month for Muslims around the world. In this sacred month, the Quran, the holy book of Islam, was revealed to Prophet Muhammad. It's a time when Muslims believe the gates of heaven are open and the gates of hell are closed. The Quran describes this night as better than 1,000 months, so every moment of this month holds an opportunity for blessings and spiritual growth. But let's dig a little deeper and talk about the spiritual significance of Ramadan. You see, it's not just about abstaining from food or drink. It's a time for reflection, for prayer, for growth. It is a time for Muslims to purify their hearts and souls, to seek forgiveness for their wrongdoings, and to draw closer to Allah. Let's not forget about the 5 pillars of Islam. These are the 5 basic acts in Islam, considered mandatory by believers. They are the foundation of a Muslim's life, and one of these pillars, it's fasting during Ramadan. This pillar, known as Sawm, is not just about physical restraint but also about spiritual elevation. Fasting is not just an exercise in self-control, but a way to empathize with those less fortunate, to understand what it's like to go without. It's about cleansing the soul, about letting go of material desires and focusing on spiritual ones. It's about seeking closeness to Allah through increased prayer and recitation of the Quran. So, you see, Ramadan is more than just a month of fasting. It's a journey of the soul, a journey towards self-improvement and spiritual enlightenment. It's a time of giving, of charity, of community, and of introspection. Ramadan, in essence, is a time for spiritual introspection and self-improvement. From dawn till dusk, every day for an entire month, Muslims engage in a special set of practices. That's right, Ramadan is not just about fasting. It's a whole collection of practices that deepen faith, nurture compassion, and strengthen community ties. Let's delve into these practices and understand their spiritual significance. First up, we have suhoor, the pre-dawn meal. Suhoor is eaten before the first light of dawn, acting as a nutritional foundation for the day of fasting ahead. It's not just about filling up on food, though. Suhoor is a time for family to come together, to share a meal in the quiet early hours, and to strengthen their bonds. It's a moment of calm before the day begins, a moment to reflect and prepare for the day's fast. Then, as the sun rises, the day of fasting begins. Fasting during Ramadan is more than just abstaining from food and drink. It's about self-discipline, patience, and controlling one's desires. It's a time to reflect on the blessings we often take for granted, and to empathize with those who regularly go without. The fast is broken at sunset with the iftar meal, but the spiritual journey doesn't end there. evening in Ramadan brings the Taraweeh prayers. Held only during Ramadan, these nightly prayers are a time for Muslims to come together in worship, to recite and listen to the Quran. It's a spiritually charged atmosphere, a time of reflection and connection with the divine. The Taraweeh prayers are a reminder of the peaceful heart of Islam, and they foster a sense of unity among those who participate. And lastly, we have zakat, or charity. During Ramadan, Muslims are encouraged to be generous, to help those in need. Zakat is not just about giving money. It's about showing kindness, about understanding the struggles of others, and doing what one can to ease their burdens. It's a reaffirmation of the Islamic principle of community, of looking out for one another, and of sharing one's blessings. Each of these practices, from the suhoor meal to the evening Taraweeh prayers and the giving of zakat, are all part of the Ramadan experience. They're not just rituals to be performed, they're opportunities for spiritual growth, for developing empathy, and for strengthening community ties. It's a month where Muslims around the world unite in a shared experience, a time of heightened spirituality and increased charity. It's a time for personal growth and communal bonding, a time to reflect on one's actions and to strive for better. Through these practices, Ramadan instills discipline, cultivates empathy, and strengthens community bonds. It's a testament to the transformative power of this holy month, and whether you're observing it or just learning about it, the practices of Ramadan offer valuable lessons for everyone. Ramadan isn't merely about abstaining from food and drink, it's a transformative journey. Imagine a month where the pace of life slows down, where introspection takes the front seat, and where acts of kindness and generosity become the norm. This is the power of Ramadan. It's a period that fosters personal growth, strengthens community ties, and amplifies charitable endeavors, painting a picture of humanity at its finest. Let's delve into the personal realm first. Ramadan is a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. Fasting from dawn till dusk, Muslims around the globe use this time to reflect on their actions, to cultivate discipline, and to nurture empathy for those less fortunate. There are countless stories of individuals who have found new strength, new resolve, and new perspectives during this holy month. It's a time for setting aside the distractions of daily life and focusing on personal growth and spiritual enlightenment. But the power of Ramadan extends beyond the individual. It creates a ripple effect that permeates entire communities. Neighborhoods come alive with the spirit of togetherness as families, friends, and even strangers break their fast together, sharing meals and creating bonds that last a lifetime. The sense of unity and brotherhood that Ramadan fosters is truly remarkable. And then there's the surge in charitable actions. Ramadan is a time when the spirit of giving is magnified. From distributing food to the needy, to donating to various charitable causes, to lending a helping hand to a neighbor, the acts of kindness and generosity that are witnessed during Ramadan are a testament to its transformative power. In essence, the power of Ramadan is not just about individual transformation or communal bonding. It's about creating a wave of positive change that touches every corner of the world. It's about reminding us all of the capacity for goodness that lies within each and every one of us. And it's about harnessing that goodness to make the world a better place. In essence, Ramadan is a powerful catalyst for positive change in individuals and societies. As we draw to a close, let's reflect on what we've learned about Ramadan. This special time of year is not just a month-long event, but a deeply personal journey of spiritual growth, self-discipline, and compassion. We've delved into the significance of Ramadan, understanding that it's a time for Muslims worldwide to commemorate the first revelation of the Quran to Prophet Muhammad, marking a pivotal point in Islamic history. We've also explored its practices, from the pre-dawn meal known as suhoor to the breaking of the fast with iftar, and the nightly prayers called Taraweeh, each contributing to the discipline and devotion that define this holy month. And we've seen the transformative power of Ramadan, as it instills a sense of unity, fosters empathy for those less fortunate, and encourages a renewed focus on spiritual growth and personal development. May this understanding foster a deeper appreciation for the profound journey that is Ramadan.